exercise 2A. Okay, for me it is page number 34. Yours might be 35 or 36. Okay, right?
Yes.
Most of the question, 36. So many questions of the part, the questions I already asked you to do, differentiate between your acceleration, retardation, and so on. But the numerical part, that is after MCQ, after the theoretical questions, there is MCQ and then there are numerical part. So that numerical
Yes,
part,
ma'am.
so we have to do the numerical part. Okay, I had done only 2 questions to convert the speed of the car, okay, from 72 kilometer per hour in meter per second and converting from meter per second into kilometer per hour. This I had already done. Yeah. So
Only
we will
six.
do. So we will do a few questions from here. So the 6th one. Okay. Now the 6th one is that there is a car which travels first 30 kilometer with a uniform speed, okay, of 60 kilometer per hour, and then the next 30 kilometer with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. So this is like I had told you, we have to many times when I go from Pune to Mumbai, my speed is not constant. Toshik, Mike,
Yes, ma'am.
my speed is not constant when I go from Pune to Mumbai. So what do? I just have to take the total distance covered between Pune and Mumbai and I divide it by the total time. So that is the thing that we have to do here. Even here, the speed for the first 30 minutes or so, it is 60 kilometer, and then it is after 30 kilometers, it travels with the speed of 60 kilometer, and then the next 30 kilometer with the speed of 40 kilometer. So let us calculate the total time. Now see here. For the first 30 kilometer, how will I calculate the time? Okay, so time is given as velocity equal to speed equal to distance upon speed equal to distance upon time. So time equal to distance upon speed, right? So this is the distance, 30 kilometer, and this is the speed, 60. So how much time did he take to cover 30 kilometers with a speed of 60 kilometer per hour? Half an hour, right? Now the next one. He is traveling 30 kilometers, next 30 kilometers with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour. So I take the next time interval. So for the next 30 kilometers, what was the time that he took? So the distance traveled 30. Please mute your mics, everyone. Yashraj, is your mic muted?
Ma'am, I left this screen because this app was not responding, so I missed that you had taught now.
So I'm repeating again, don't worry.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So for the first 30 kilometer, he travels with a speed of 60 kilometer per hour, and for the next 30 kilometer, he travels with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. Now for both the distances, I have to find out time. Okay, so because we say that speed equal to distance upon time, so time equal to distance traveled upon speed. So for the first 30 kilometers, the time is T1. I'm taking T1. Distance traveled 30 divided by the speed 60, so it is half an hour. For the next 30 kilometer, the time is T2. So distance traveled is 30 divided by the speed 40 kilometers, so it comes to 3 upon 4 hours. Okay, so I will take the total time of the journey. So half plus 3 upon 4. Half plus 3 upon 4, when you add the LCM. Toshik, you are making too much noise. Please.
No, ma'am, my mic is muted.
No, I can hear you. Mic is not muted. Now it is muted. Yeah. So half plus 3 upon 4. So the LCM is 4. So the answer will be 5 upon 4. 5 upon 4 means 1 integer, 1 upon 4 r. Okay. Now I have to calculate average speed. So how do I calculate average speed? Total distance traveled divided by total time. Now how much distance is you traveled? 30 plus 30. Right? First 30 kilometer and the next 30. So 30 plus 30. And what was the time? 5 upon 4. So I divide by 5 upon 4. So 60 divided by 5 will be in the denominator. 4 goes up. So what is the speed that I get? Average speed 48 kilometer per hour. Did you follow? So first I will find the time for the first 30 kilometer. Then you find the time for the second 30 kilometer. Add both the times. Okay. After adding both the times, what do you do? Then you take total distance divided by time, right? So this is the answer. I will send you the solutions. Don't worry. You can go. Yeah.
Ma'am, then how to find the total time of journey, which is the answer given 75 minutes?
Where total time? 75 minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
So see here, total time 1 hour, 1 integer, 1/4 hour. Now what is 1 hour? How many minutes, Toshit? 1 hour?
60.
60. And 1/4 hour is how many minutes? 1/4 of
50.
the
15 minutes.
So add
Yes,
60
ma'am.
plus 15 got? Okay.
Ma'am, got it.
Okay. Now the second one. Seventh one. Okay, let us see seventh one. Now there is a station B. A train takes 2 hours to reach station B from station A and then again 3 hours to return back. Okay. So now the total distance between A and B is 200, right? So you have to find the average speed and the average velocity, right? Now look, very nice question. Okay, appropriate question for the exam also, right? Now he says that the distance between the two stations is 200 kilometers. So it goes from A to B and comes back again from B to A. So the total distance traveled will be 200 plus 200, 400 kilometer. Now from one station to the other station, it took 2 hours. And from again to return back, it took 3 hours. So total time taken 5 hours. So average speed, total distance divided by total time. So 400 divided by 5. So what is the answer? 80 kilometer per hour. Now for the same thing, if I want to find average.
Ma'am, average
And we have to subtract.
Ma'am, it will be 0 because the displacement is also.
Yeah, we don't have to subtract. Now average velocity will be total displacement divided by total time. So it went from B to A and it has returned back to B. So displacement
Okay, ma'am, I
is 0.
understood.
So displacement is 0, right? So because displacement is 0, you will do 0.5. So average velocity will be 0. Okay. So nice sum. For the same distance and time taken, speed is different and velocity is different. Okay. Fine. And okay. Now, 8th one, you will do it on your own. Let me do the 9th one. Now, when I explain, now just nobody will speak and just listen carefully. 9th one.
Okay, ma'am.
A body, now see, you all know what U stands for. Again, I will repeat. U stands for initial velocity. Okay. V stands for the final velocity. And A is acceleration. And T is time. Now, whenever you get a statement, a body starts from rest. Okay. There is a body, there is a car which has started from rest. Right? That means that the
0.
initial velocity of the car has to be taken as 0 because it was not moving initially. So whenever you see the statement starts and from rest, always put U equal to 0. And whenever you see the statement, the car stops. Stops means the final, this thing will be, the final condition of the car will be stop. So final velocity V equal to 0. So again, I'm repeating, whenever you read the statement, a car starts or a body starts from rest, U will be equal to 0. Whenever you read the statement that the car stops, okay, whenever you see that stops, then you put V equal to 0. Now over here, in this 9th one, a body starts from rest. So see what I did? I put U equal to 0, right? Then acquires a velocity of 10 meter per second. So V equal to 10 meter per second. And the time is given as 2 seconds. So find the acceleration. We all know the formula for acceleration. V minus U.
5 meters per second.
Yeah, per second square. Okay. So V 10 minus 0 upon 2. Simple. Now, what is difficult over here? Difficult is the data capture. If you make a mistake in data capture, your answer is wrong. That is why when I explain, please understand how to do that data capture. Now, the 9th one. We did the 7th one. No, the 9th one we did. No, now 10th one you can do on your own. It is very simple.
Yeah.
11th one. Now see, it is a good question. 11th one. A body is moving vertically upwards. Its velocity, have I done that? 11th one.
No, ma'am.
What have I done?
Yes,
U equal to 50.
ma'am, you have done this 11 one.
Huh. Velocity changes from a constant. Okay, yeah. So there
There
is
is
a
10.
there is the 11th one. Now the body is going up. Okay, it is moving vertically upwards. Okay, right. So the velocity changes. Right now it is going upward. The velocity, initial velocity was 50 meter per second. Okay, and the final velocity, you all know, if the body is going upwards, there is retardation. So the final velocity is going
Yes, ma'am.
decrease. So the V is 2 meter per second. Now, what is the time interval? It is given 3 seconds. So I have to
3
calculate the
seconds.
acceleration. Yeah. So acceleration equal to V minus U upon
20
T.
minus.
So 20 minus 50 upon 3. So minus 30 upon 3. So there is a negative sign. Okay, here. So minus 10 meter per second square. What will be the acceleration? Minus 10, because it is minus 30. Minus 30 upon 10. So the acceleration is negative 10 meter per second square. And because acceleration is negative, it is retardation. Okay. So
That's why
it is
negative.
retardation. Yeah. So you all know when the body is going up, okay, there will be definitely retardation, right? Because the speed is going to come down. So the acceleration, there is a minus sign here because it is minus 30 upon 10. So acceleration is minus 10. Are you understanding? Very simple. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The difficult part is in the part C, where you have to apply the equations of motion. Okay. Now, quickly we'll complete this. Answer 12. Now, see the question 12. There is a toy car which is moving with a velocity of 18 kilometers per hour and comes to a stop in 2 seconds. Now, can you see, children? Time is given in 2 seconds. Time is given in second. And the velocity of the car is given in kilometer per hour. So there is a discrepancy here. So I have to convert kilometer per hour to meter per second. Okay. So what do? I convert. Toshit, you will mute your mic. Toshit, mute your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Please mute your mic. So I will convert
Yes,
18
ma'am.
kilometer per hour into meter per second. So this is the way I convert 18 into 1000 upon 60 into 60. So the answer is 5 meter per second. Once I have converted this, okay. Now the car comes to a stop. Are you understanding? Car
Final
comes
velocity.
to a, yeah. So final velocity V has to become 0.
Zero.
Because the car has to come to a stop. And then in how much time did it come to a stop? In 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
So time is 2 seconds. So I have to find out acceleration. So acceleration V minus U upon T. So 0
So
minus
minus
5. So minus 5 upon 2 and you get negative 2.5.
Negative. Which is
Children,
retardation.
yes, whenever the body is going to come to a stop, it is always retardation. And you should not get a positive answer. If you're getting a positive answer, that means there is some mistake in your calculation. The body is
Yes,
coming
ma'am.
to a stop, that means it is retardation. So it is minus 2.5 meter per second square. Okay, that is retardation. Now I will do one last sum, then we go to the next exercise. Yes, any?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
But negative acceleration will be equal to positive retardation.
Positive
ma'am.
retardation, yeah. So negative acceleration. So when I say acceleration, I will say minus 2.5. And when I say retardation, I will say plus 2.5 meter per second square. Okay. Now come to the 16th one. A car is moving with a speed of 18 kilometer per hour. Again, it has stopped in 5 seconds. So again, what do? I have to convert it into meter per second, right? Because it stopped in 5 seconds. So 18 kilometer per hour, it is 5 meter per second, right? Now find the speed of the car in meter per second. I've already found it. Find the
Yes, ma'am.
retardation. Okay. Now the car is moving with a particular speed. So this speed of 18 kilometer per hour or the speed of 5 meter per second will be your U. That is initial velocity. And it is going to come to a stop because after applying the brakes, it stops in 5 seconds.
So final
because-
velocity is 0.
Very good. So final velocity will be 0. time is 5 seconds. So I will put the formula of acceleration, v minus u upon t. So I get negative. Okay. So what is the retardation? So retardation is positive. Yeah. So acceleration is -1. So retardation will be +1 meter per
Plus
second
1
square.
meter. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, what is the speed of the car 2 seconds after applying the brakes? Okay. So speed of the car 2 seconds means I have to find v because I already
V.
have u. So v will become 0 only when it stops. It is not going to stop in 2 seconds after applying the brakes. It will stop after some time, right? So it stops after 5 seconds. It is written
5
over
seconds.
there. So after 2 seconds, what is the velocity? So I have to find v. The velocity will be decreasing, but I have to find v. So I again use the formula acceleration equal to v minus u upon t. But I have already found acceleration, -1. Okay.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
-1 is equal to v minus, you know what is u, 5. And they have asked you after 2 seconds. So I put the time as 2 seconds. Right. Now this is a simple equation, linear equation. Just solve it. So 2 goes up, -2 equal to v minus 5. So
3 meter per
so
second.
5 over, so 3 meter per second. Children, for solving this, your concept on linear equations of maths, simple linear equations, has to be very clear. Otherwise, you will not get the answers. Because transposing, you have to do transposing one variable from this side to that side. You have to take. So you should know that transposing this concept.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Ask.
ma'am, I did not get. Ma'am, I got disconnected, so I did not get the speed of car after 2 seconds of applying brakes.
So look over here. So acceleration v minus u upon t. So acceleration is negative. So -1 equal to v minus 5 upon 2. So after you solve it, you will get v equal to 3 meter per second. Simple. Toshit, I'm going to send you these answers. Don't worry. So you can see from that. Okay. So children, the first part A. Are you clear? Everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
It's very
ma'am.
simple. Now comes the difficult part, that is part C. Okay, because
C.
you have to think which equation of motion you are going to use. Okay, here we have only one equation. We have to only calculate acceleration. So now we are going to see the next one. Can you see exercise 2C?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So everyone will open to page number. It is 52. You may have 53 or 54. Come to the numericals. Exercise 2C, numericals. Everyone come to numerical exercise 2C.
Ma'am, it starts from 52.
Okay, 52. Okay, so the numericals would be on page number 53. Okay, look at the numericals. Okay. Yashraj, mute yourself. Mute your mic, Yashraj. Okay, now let us start. The first question. A body starts from rest. Now, children, you have to remember the equations of motion. Now, just see, listen to me very carefully. A body starts from rest. Now, as I told you, whenever the body starts from rest, u equal to 0. Did you follow? U equal to 0.
Yes.
There is a uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. So, I have written the acceleration 2 meter per second square. The time is given 2 seconds. Okay, you have to find the distance, right? Now, children, there are 3 equations of motion. V equal to u plus at. First equation does not have s. I have to find distance. First equation does not have s. So you just tick it off. I cannot use the first equation. I have to find s. So I look at the second equation. Okay. What is the second equation? S equal to ut plus half at square. So I use the second equation because I have to find s. So what do? S equal to u. What is u? 0. T 2 seconds. Plus half a. Acceleration is also 2 and t again 2 seconds, so 2 square. Okay. Now this part will become 0. 0 multiplied by 2 is 0. So you remain only with this part. So half into 2 into 4. That is half into 8. So the answer is 4 meter.
4
So the
meter.
distance
Ma'am, how
covered is 4 meter. Now listen
Sir, how
again. again I'm telling you, okay, now these calculations I can't basically cancel and show you like how I used to show on the blackboard. So now you will only do it in your books and check it out later on, okay, when I give you the sheet. Okay, fine. So don't tell me how did you cancel, how did you cancel, don't ask me that. Okay, it's simple mathematics, cancelling the numerators and denominators again. But I'm telling you, why did I use this equation? Why didn't I use the first equation? Because there is no S in the first equation. First equation is only having V, U and T, A and T. So that is why I used the second equation and I got the distance covered. Okay. Everyone followed this? Anyone has any doubt? Please ask me just now. Unmute yourself and ask me if you have not followed. Okay. Let us come to the second one. A body starts with an initial velocity. See, it does not start from rest. The body does not start from rest, but it starts with a uniform velocity. Okay, fine. The body starts with an initial velocity of 10 meter per second, right? And the acceleration is 5 meter per second square. So you have to find the distance covered in 5 seconds. Okay, so U equal to 10.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, do we have to rejoin after this meeting ends?
Yeah, the meeting will end. Yeah, you do not go back. You just rejoin. Okay, I will continue for some 5-10 minutes extra. So there you can ask your doubts. So now just see. The body starts with the initial velocity of 10. So
Ma'am,
what did
same
I
Ma'am,
do?
so
ID.
after this, ma'am,
Yeah, same ID. You just go in the same ID. So U equal to 10 meter per
ma'am,
second.
after this meeting ends, we will not do any extra.
Just 10 minutes I
We will
take.
only clear our doubts.
Yeah, we will clear the doubts and 10 minutes extra I will take, whatever I have to finish, because you have another class after this, no? So I'll give a 10 minutes break. So now please don't interrupt. So U is 10 meter per second. Okay, initial velocity. Acceleration is 5 meter per second square. Time is 5 seconds, right? So I have to find again distance. Now again over here for distance, I cannot use the first equation. So I've used the second equation of motion. Okay. So
Second
S equal to
equation.
ut plus half at square, right? So 10 into 5, u is 10. 10 into 5 plus half, a is 5 and 5 square. So 10 into 5 is 50 and this will give you 125 upon 2. 5 cube is 125 upon 2, 62.5. So the answer is 112.5. Okay, these two are simple. Now let us come to the third one. Third one. It is not very complicated. Now see, there is a vehicle that is moving on a straight road. The velocity is 30 kilometer per hour. After 2 seconds, it becomes 33.6 kilometer per hour. Okay, so let us see the acceleration in this first 2 seconds. So the initial velocity u was 30 kilometer per hour. V is 33.6 kilometer per hour. Time is 2 seconds. So what I do V minus u. V minus u, 33.6 minus 30 is 3.6. Then I convert this V minus u into meter per second. Okay, so I convert this V minus u into meter per second. So when I convert V minus u into meter per second, right, I will get 3.6 into 1000 upon 60 into 60. So I will get 1 meter per second. So acceleration V minus u upon t. So it is 1 upon 2. T is 2. Okay. So V minus u is 1 meter per second. So I got the answer as 0.5 meter per second square. This is the acceleration in the first instance when the velocity changes from 30 to 33.6. Now, next 2 seconds, again there is a change in velocity, right? So from 33.6, the velocity becomes 37.2. So V minus u is equal to 37.2 minus 33.6. So again it is 3.6. So can you see the change in velocity is constant? First time also it changed to 3.6 kilometer per hour and second time also it has changed to 3.6 kilometers per hour. So it is 3.6 into 1000. Now I'm just going to convert V minus u into meter per second. So 3.6 into 1000 upon 60 into 60. So it comes to 1 meter per second, right? And acceleration v minus u upon t 0.5. So what have I written? Since there are equal change in velocity, equal changes in velocity, acceleration is constant. See,
Ma'am,
first instant, yes. Anybody has a question, ask.
ma'am, what if we can also write 1.8 kilometers per hour
Yeah,
as the
no,
answer?
1.8. No,
Yes, ma'am.
why you cannot write it in kilometer per hour, Rohan? Because the time is given in second, no? Time is given in
ma'am.
second, so you cannot
Okay, ma'am.
write it, right? Okay, so that is why I
Okay,
have to
okay.
convert it. If the time was given in hour, I could have done it, right? So then it would have become, so time is in second, so I have to convert it. So in both the cases, I found the acceleration, and I find that the acceleration is constant because there are equal changes in velocity. It's a nice sum, okay? Let's go ahead to our equations of motion. Now the fourth one, very good one. Fourth one, see here. A body initially at rest. Look at the first, the minute you read, go on noting down the data. Initially at rest, immediately u equal to 0. Immediately. Initially at rest, u equal to 0. Starts moving with an acceleration 2 meters, so a equal to 2 meter per second square. Then calculate first velocity acquired and the distance traveled. Two things you have to do in 5 seconds. So the time is given as 5 seconds. Now I have to calculate the velocity acquired, right? Now there are two. Children, just listen to me. There are two equations where v is there. Okay, first is v equal to u plus at, and the last equation v square equal to u square plus 2as, right? Both the equations have got v. Now which equation should I take? The first equation has got time, but the last equation does not have time. Okay, so because the last equation does not have time, I cannot take the last equation. I will take the first equation because the data that is given to me is also time is there. So I have to use all the data, right? So I will take v equal to u plus at. And using this, I will put the values u equal to 0, a equal to 2, and t equal to 5. And using this, I will find the value of v. So v equal to 10 meter per second. Now I've got the value of v. Now the next thing is I have to find s. Now children, there are two equations for which s can be found out. The second equation of motion which we used, s equal to ut plus half at square, and the third equation of motion, v square minus u square is equal to 2as. V square equal to u square plus 2as. I take u square on this side, so v square minus u square equal to 2as.
Ma'am, then why don't we take second equation?
I'm telling you, just listen to me. You can take second equation. Even if you take the second equation, you will get the same answer. Even if you take the third equation, you will get the same answer. But I am more comfortable with the third equation. I do not like the second equation. Both, if anyone you can take, Toshit, because both now I've got time and both are having s. So you can take anyone. But I usually take the third one. And I will advise you also take the third one. I feel more comfortable. So v square minus u square equal to 2as. So v is 10. Okay, I got the value of v as 10. So 10 square minus 0 is equal to 2 into 2 into s. 2as. So 2 into 2 into s. So 10 equal to 4s. So s equal to, 100. 10 square is 100. So 100 equal to 4s. Okay, so s equal to 100 divided by 4. So that is equal to 25 meters. So I've got the value of s, that is 25 meters, right? Got it? Okay, simple. So what did I do? First I had to find velocity. So to find velocity, I used the first equation, v equal to u plus at, and then I had to find the distance. As Toshit asked, you can take that, no problem. You solve it with that second equation. I feel more comfortable with the third, so I take third. Now it is up to you. Whichever equation you want, okay, that you can take, whichever equation, right? Okay. Now let's come to the fifth sum. Now, nice sum it is. There is a bullet initially moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second. So, u equal to 20 meter per second. Strikes a target and comes to rest. So it comes to rest. So final velocity v equal to 0. Okay. After penetrating a distance of 10 centimeter, so S is 10 centimeter. Children, never use the other unit, CGS unit, always convert in SI unit. So I have converted the distance in meter. Always use SI units for solving your sums. So the distance is 0.1 meter. Now you are asked to calculate the acceleration, right? Now, there first two equations. Now, why do I not use the first two equations? Let me explain to you. First equation, v equal to u plus at. Second equation, s equal to ut plus half at square. Both have time, but here I do not have any time. Okay, none of my data is giving me time. So I have to cancel both my equations. I will use the third equation. See, this is how you have to think which equation to use. Okay, because time is not there, first two equations just tick off. Take the third equation of motion, v square minus u square is equal to 2as, right? So v0, so 0 minus u square, 20 square is equal to 2 into a into 0.1. So now see here, negative sign is outside the bracket. Okay, it is not minus 20 the whole square, children. Negative sign is outside, so minus, and you have to write 20 square. So minus 400 is equal to 0.2. 2 multiplied by 0.1 is 0.2a. So acceleration is minus 400 upon 0.2. So 0.2, you write it as in the fraction form. It is in the denominator. So 0.2 will be written as 2 upon 10. So 10 goes up. So minus 4,000 upon 2. So the acceleration is coming minus 2,000 meter per second square. And what does it show? Negative sign means it is retardation. Okay, retardation by mistake.
Retardation.
Negative sign, it is not negative. Okay, I will change it. It's not negative, it is positive. So retardation is plus 2,000 meter per second square. Okay, which question was this? Answer 5, right? And you all know the bullet is going to stop. So it is going to decrease the speed, okay, because it is going to hit something and stop. So there is retardation, right? So what is the retardation? Retardation is plus 2,000 meter per second square and acceleration is minus 2,000 meter per